Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today. Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry!
Huh?
I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry! Come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay, to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Good evening and welcome inside the Powassan Sportsplex on a Saturday night as the Powassan Voodoos play host to the Greater Sudbury Cubs. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Harrison Clements, or as he's affectionately known on social media as Harrison from the Garrison. Check out all of his videos on social media on the front line and of course his own TikTok page as well. We got a good one here tonight, Harrison, and we'll just dive right into it right off the hop. We might as well get to it with our players to watch in this one.
Players to Watch is brought to you by Mike the Financial Advisor. If you have financial questions, he has financial answers. On Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Mike the FA.
All right, Harrison, our first player to watch for the Greater Sudbury Cubs. He was drafted in the 2019 OHL priority selection in the second round, 26 overall by the Sudbury Wolves. He's bounced around a little bit this last year anyways. He started the season with the Wolves, then he moved out to the QMJHL with the Halifax Mooseheads, and now he finds himself back in Sudbury with the Greater Sudbury Cubs. He put up 4 points in the O, 3 in the Q, and now he's put up 2 goals in 3 games so far for the Cubs is Ethan Larmont.
Ethan Larmont, and this Cubs team is just stacked with major junior players. I believe, if I'm counting the M's right on our sheets here, we got around 7. And Ethan Larmont, he has 3 games played and 2 goals already, and this Sudbury team is stacked. And let's move over to our Powassan Voodoos here, and we have Mr. Chase Thompson. Chase Thompson's 4-point game Friday moves him within 1 point for 100 in his NOJHL career, split between Powassan and the French River Rapids.
He does indeed. He's, again, like you said, 4-point night last night with a bunch of assists against the Espanola Paper Kings and a very exciting 5-4 victory for the Powassan Voodoos. And now he looks to get his 100th point here against the Sudbury Cubs. And hopefully he's able to make some history. Speaking of 100-point nights, Alex Little had the Voodoos got a 100th point last night. He's the leading scorer for defensemen in goals and points for the Voodoos. And again, with his game winner yesterday, he hit 100 career NOJHL points. Very impressive for the captain, who's been battling injuries all year. He is in the lineup tonight, and he has been in the lineup for the last little while. Good to have him back on the ice, number 9, Alex Little.
Now, if you missed some of the action last night, let's give you a little bit of a recap. We had a rare double hat trick night. One for Lucas Signoretti of the Espanola Paper Kings. He ended up getting 4 goals, and Wraith Smith got 3 goals and 1 assist. But we will get back with you with the game after the national anthem.
So gallantly screaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that a flag was still there. Oh, sailors like star-spangled banner yet waving, for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons' command. Car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard.
And a huge thank you to Tim Scarrow for singing both national anthems here this evening. I will give you your starting goaltenders here for this action-packed game. In goal for the Cubs, number 1, Noah Buell. He's in 17 games, he has 12 wins, 3 losses, a .250 goals against average, and a .912 save percentage. In net for the Voodoos, number 31, Daniel DiRoccolo. In 27 games played, he has 13 wins, 10 losses, a .288 goals against average, and a save percentage of .923. And no slouches either on the bench as the Voodoos have Miles Gordon backing him up tonight, and Noah Metavier is the backup for the Cubs as we get set for our opening draw in this one.
In the head-to-head of the season, the Voodoos are 1-5-0-1 against the West leading Sudbury Cubs, the only win being against Sudbury at the NOJHL Showcase all the way back on October 4th, winning 3-1. So we're hoping to see the Voodoos pick up their first win in a long time against the Cubs here tonight.
That was a fun game for sure to call in Sudbury for the showcase as we were underway. The Cubs in their road blues are going left to right. The Voodoos in their home whites for this half of the season are going right to left. And quickly Larmont walks out of the corner with it in the Voodoo zone. It's kept in by the Cubs though as he was taken off the puck. And now behind the net for Alex Little. Little with some space, he fans on his pass attempt, so the Cubs regroup. And now it's back out front. Zach Turner picking up a loose puck. Cross ice for Patrick. He can't get the puck to settle down, but he does eventually, throwing the puck in. It's in and out of the glove of Buell, and he's going to cover up the loose puck. And we'll get our first stoppage here. A whole 33 seconds into this one, but it's still this game has been tied longer than it was last night so far.
Yeah, the scorings happened really quickly last night. Espanola picked up a goal less than 10 seconds in, but just as quickly the Voodoos answered back, that being Ray Smith to make it 1-1 less than a minute in. So we've already lasted a bit longer than that tonight, Courtney.
Very exciting game last night at the Sportsplex. The last time the Cubs were in action was Thursday in a 7-1 victory over the Sioux Eagles as well. That's the game in which Larmont got his 2 goals. And now coming in is Chitteroni. He takes a shot, he scores through the 5-hole of DiRoccolo. And maybe we spoke too soon, Harrison. That's going to be Chitteroni's 24th of the season, and the Cubs are off to a fast start.
A broken defensive play leaves a loose puck in front of the net. Just a quick little tap in 5-hole, and, well, once again, less than a minute in, the opposing team is up 1-0. Let's see if the Voodoos can bounce back just as quickly as the night before.
For some reason, this Voodoos team, while very talented, always seems to hit a wall against this Cubs team, so we'll have to see if they're able to bounce back. They were up 2-0 in the last game here against the Cubs after 20 minutes, but then the Cubs came back and turned things around real quick at the start of the second period in that one on a power play, and then immediately seconds later, Ray Smith gets the touch on it. He had a hat trick last night, as we've touched on. Now the puck down into Voodoos territory. Sturge getting into the lineup tonight. He was a scratch last night, picking that one up for icing, so an offensive zone draw here for the Voodoos.
And quick scoring is kind of becoming a trend here between the season series between the Cubs and the Voodoos. We saw 2 quick goals in their last showing in the first period, and then Sudbury answered back 2 quick goals in the second.
Thompson in for the draw on the near side. He wins it back to McMillan, and then he gets it back to Thompson. Thompson sends it around behind the net for Smith to go after, but it gets up to Shanks. Shanks battling on the far side. Gets the puck out. However, that's to Ricci, who gets it over for Little. Jackson Smith got it over to Little. A little bit of a change on these two teams, of course. Ethan Larmont, Mike McLean back for the Voodoos. Jackson Smith was here for a couple of games against the Cubs as well. So these teams definitely look different than they did at the start of the season. Wraith Smith from behind the net goes cross ice for Little. He shoots. Oh, it's off the post, or he flew that one through the crease. Dangerous attempt there for the captain, who scored the game winner last night. Puck behind the net. Voodoos starting to get some offensive zone chances now, 2 minutes in. As they battle behind the net, that's Chase Thompson who comes away with it, and he promptly gives it away, taking his man down. No call coming yet, though. Wraith Smith now with the puck. Fans on his first shot attempt, and then he loses the puck. And now the puck back to the blue line, but kept in by McLean, but not for long. As now Case walks in. Case finds it for Dubroy. Dubroy with a shot. Good save there by Bjorn. Dubroy battling in behind the net as the Voodoos starting to buzz here as they try to get an early equalizer, but the puck sent all the way down into Voodoos territory. DiRoccolo out to play the puck, and it's around behind the net. Now Case with it. Case up the ice for Russo. Russo Banks it in. DuBrois chasing after it against Mason Chitteroni, the elder statesman of the Chitteroni family. McLean walks in, sends the puck around. Kavanaugh picks it up. Josh Kavanaugh, the former Barrie Colt, sends the puck down the ice. And now it's Case in a battle for it. Gets it to DuBrois. DuBrois sends it up to the point. Kavanaugh stops it. Takes a hit from Russo, but makes the play. Now the puck behind the net once again. Case battling in there. Puck comes to Russo. Russo flips it out to the neutral zone, and the Voodoos will make a quick change. Kavanaugh walking in. Walks in. Goes for a skate behind the net now. Gets it out front, but nobody was there. Voodoos' good defense gets it away, but not out of the zone. Now kicked down the ice. Patrick chasing after it and sent over near side for Oliver Smith. Smith gets it to LaCroix, but he loses it. Sturge picks it up. Sturge flipping it down the ice. Couldn't get it past Larmont. Now near side. Big hit leveled by Ricci. Takes down LaCroix. And Mason Chitteroni sends the puck in. Ricci. Cross ice for Patrick. Patrick going for a skate. Dumps it in. Chasing after it now. Turner against Chitteroni. Comes up with Shields to Smith. Shields gets it past Smith on the half wall. Into the corner. Bounce back from Kavanaugh. And down the ice now Larmont. Ethan Larmont. Thorn in the side of North Bay fans for the last couple of years in the OHL. With the Cubs, Turner throwing the puck on net. Couldn't get it into the net though, as it missed all of it. And the puck sent right back down in by the Voodoos. Lemke sending the puck down the ice. Reese Smetham in, looking for some reinforcements. Threw it out front, was looking for McElhaney. Couldn't convert on a pass. Case gets to it. Now it's back into Cubs territory for Nolan Newton, who's returning from Barrie as well. He set the league on fire before joining the Colts. Still over a goal a game pace as well. As now McElhaney chasing after a loose puck. He picks it up in Cubs territory. Gets it out front for Smetham. Smetham just up and hit the side of the net. I don't think Bjorn saw that until it was at the side of the net. Now sent right back in. Voodoos coming close a couple of times now. But it's still 1-0 Sudbury as McCharles dumps the puck in. McCharles behind the net. Puck flipped up. He tries to grab at it. And now the Cubs come away with it, but they're going to deem that a hand pass. And we'll get a stoppage here with 14:30 left in the first period. Just quickly on Nolan Newton, Harrison, before you take over. 20 games played before he joined the Colts. 22 goals, 21 assists, 43 points. Very impressive.
Basically a 2-point plus a game pace, which is just unreal. And the Voodoos answering back here with a lot of really good opportunities. Alex Little not quite able to corral a pass there, but some good pressure here from the Voodoos to try and get back into it.
Sturge out from behind the net, loses it to Walker. Walker gets it out front. That was a dangerous chance for Shanks, but the puck bounced away from him. Now another chance here for the Cubs, but they can't quite get a hold on it as they send it right back into the corner. Shanks battling for possession. Tries to get it once again, but now it's knocked out by Wraith Smith. Sagan with the puck in his own zone. Loses it to Thompson. Over for Smith. Smith was looking out front for Thompson, and it's given away to the Cubs as the Cubs go the other way to Sagan. Sagan stops up, turns around. Now McMillan gets it in the corner. Wraith Smith with the puck. Gets it, or Jackson Smith rather, for McMillan. Little now sends the puck down the ice for Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh gets a bouncing puck. Couldn't get it very far though as he gets it to Mason Chitteroni. Now Chitteroni going for a skate, leaves it for Hauser. Hauser had the puck knocked off of him. Now Bouchard takes the shot, and that one's blocked. Looking up ice for Russo. That was Dawson, but the pass is picked off. Now Bouchard with it again. Sent right back out front. Chitteroni with a shot. DeRoccolo with the save. It's the first shot DeRoccolo has faced since the first goal of the game, which was on the first shot. So the Voodoos have done a good job mitigating shooting attempts by the Cubs, putting up 4 of their own. Puck left out in the neutral zone. Russo battling with Chitteroni. Now Kavanaugh with it. Gets it down the ice. It's Hauser, sends it in. Glove stop by Duracolo, and we'll get another stoppage here.
The Voodoos, pardon me, the Voodoos the past couple of games have had a bit of a struggle clearing the zone, and we've seen a little bit of difficulty there with Sudbury getting some really good sticks on, but it has been improving, and the Voodoos getting a couple of chances to break out and set up an attack off of some more effective clears.
Voodoos with possession in their own zone off the face-off. Case try to pass attempt that was stopped by Smith. Now sent in. Turner throws it cross ice, just missed the net. McLean at the point. Now it's all alone on a breakaway. Larmont walking in. Larmont with the chance. He gets it over to Rockalo. It's 2-0 Cubs.
And an unfortunate loss of the puck there at the blue line. Larmont just gets clear open ice, makes a move, is able to beat Duracolo high on the backhand, and it's a quick 2-0. An unfortunate turn of events here in the Sportsplex for Voodoos fans.
Larmont's third of the season on a giveaway from McLean at the point, leading to Larmont going in uncontested. And the OHL vet made no mistake there. 12:18 left in this first period. We're not even 8 minutes in. It's 2-0 Cubs. McElhaney flips the puck up and over the glass and out of play. Also, bear with me a little bit. We've got 3 Smiths in this game, and we got 2 Chitteronis. We got Oliver Smith on the Cubs. We got Wraith Smith and Jackson Smith on the Voodoos, and then we got Hudson and Mason Chitteroni. So if I say the wrong first name, bear with me. Although the Smiths will be easy to differentiate because one of them's on a different team. Cubs win that draw all the way down the ice. Buell out to play it. Ennis now with the puck. Gets it around behind the net. Larmont, the goal scorer, picks it up. Gets it near side for Ennis. Ennis nearly lost it, but now it's up for Larmont. 2-on-1 for the Cubs. Cross ice, good stick by Sturge, knocks that one away. And if you're the Voodoos, you can't give up any more in this period. Duracolo plays the puck, leaves it back for Ricci. Ricci behind the net. Comes out, looks down the ice, hits McElhaney. However, it bounced off him, and now the Cubs get the puck right back down the ice, but not very far as Lemke stopped that chance. Now at the point for Little. Little walking in. Leaves it for Smith. Smith with the shot. That one's blocked. Kicked towards the net by Lemke, and that just missed the net as Lemke takes his man hard into the boards, and then he takes a retaliatory hit and keeps on trucking. McMillan loses the puck. Now the Cubs go the other way. Jackson Smith burned on the outside by McCharles. Left now for Newton. Another chance. Pretty passing play there by the Cubs, but they can't convert. Chase Thompson takes a hit in the neutral zone, loses the puck. McCharles picks it up. McCharles, the Wolves prospect, twisting and turning in his own zone. Leaves it for Sagan. Now it's over for Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh left it for Newton. Now it's given away for McMillan. McMillan with the shot. He missed the net as a stick may have got in there to disrupt that. McMillan now from the point. And there's going to be a delayed penalty here coming to the Cubs as the Voodoos draw the first special teams assignment here. And that'll be Newton going in the box.
And the first opportunity for the Voodoos to truly get back into this game. They've had a couple of rushes here and there, but nothing solidly put together. They go on the man advantage, and they get a good opportunity. Keep in mind that the Sudbury penalty kill is at 87.6%, the best in the league, while the Voodoos power play is only at 25.3, standing at 5th in the league.
Hey, that's a little bit better, those numbers on the power play, than I remember them being, though, so I'll take it. A little up for Lemke. Lemke's pass picked off by the Cubs, and now the Cubs going into Voodoos territory. Shanks hits it off Lemke, and it nearly bounces out of play. Lemke now back for Little. Little nearly ran out of space, and then his pass to McLean is picked off, but Lemke now carries it in, loses the puck, as the Voodoos cannot gain any zone time here. Little back to McLean. McLean going for a skate. Gets it to Lemke, who just dumps it right back in. Chitteroni out to play the puck and is sent back to the point. Little keeps it in. Kept in now on the far side. Voodoos battling for it with Chitteroni. That's McMillan. McLean in there for some support. Puck just up against the boards now. Voodoos can't get anything going here as finally McLean comes away with it to Little. Little takes a shot. That one nearly got past Buell as he looked behind him, and the Voodoos are celebrating, but the referees say no goal.
Good opportunity there. A puck fired on net after a tough battle in the corners, is able to finally center it, but they're just able to get a piece of it. Bjorn reacting quickly and just keeping that from crossing the line, despite protest from the Voodoos.
Well, when he got up and moved, he didn't really have to reach behind him and move. There was nothing in the white paint behind him. Ricci now at the point, takes another shot. Bjorn with another save here. As the Voodoos with a couple of chances now on the power play. Although point shots and not really getting any tips.
Just around 40 seconds left. Still plenty of time for the Voodoos to try and get something done. Getting a bit more set up here in the zone. Finally getting something going on this power play.
Patrick wins it back to Ricci. Ricci, another shot on Bjorn. The puck's behind him. And that's twice now that the goaltender hasn't been sure about where the puck is. You could see it sitting there in the white paint just to the side of the net. And the Voodoos could not convert. Patrick, now cross ice for Thompson. Thompson for McElhaney. McElhaney up for Thompson. Another chance kick saved by Bjorn. Now puck to McElhaney on the near side. McElhaney in for Thompson. Thompson blind pass out front is picked off by the Cubs. And the Cubs now will just take it out slowly. Larmont walks in. Gets around Shields. Now he's behind the net. However, it's picked off by the Voodoos. Now McElhaney will just give it right back to Ricci as the Voodoos are going to run out of time here on the power play. Ricci back for Little. High on the ice, he hit Russo, so no icing. No, they say icing. I thought that hit Russo in stride, but I guess not.
We've been questioning our icing rules over the past couple of days here, Courtney, but I guess that one is considered to not be a legal move there. Voodoos also with a couple of really good opportunities there on the power play, but it seems to be a game of inches so far when it comes to pucks across the goal line.
Little with possession in his own zone, being harassed by Chitteroni. Gets it down the ice for Dawson. Dawson flips it in. They're looking for offside. It is delayed offside against the Voodoos, so they'll have to regroup. Now Little with it, gets around Sagan. Sagan. Now Little with the shot. That one's blocked aside by Bjorn, and it's out of play. That'll take us to our TV timeout here on the Frontline Game Day broadcast, and we'll be back with more Voodoos action on the other side of this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
Two quick goals here by Hudson Chitteroni, his 24th of the season, and Ethan Larmont's 3rd of the season. Have the Cubs up 2-0 here halfway through the first period, Harrison. And the Voodoos did have a power play to try and get back in it, but as of right now, they're not able to crack Bjorn.
The game looking a little bit more controlled after those two unfortunate quick goals. One quickly through the 5-hole after a defensive misplay early on, and then a bad play at the blue line, just unable to keep it in. And Larmont, guy we were talking about earlier, comes in with full speed, is able to dance around DeRoccolo and put the Cubs up 2-0 early. Now, the Voodoos on the power play and in some 5-on-5 action have had a couple of good chances on Bjorn. Just a game of inches as the puck squeaks slightly behind Bjorn, but not on the right side of the red line. So the Voodoos staying in this with 8:08 remaining in the first period. It's not over yet.
Not over indeed. Lots of hockey still left to go as Shields comes in for the draw on the near side. It's one, but the Cubs get possession. That is Kavanaugh throwing it cross ice for Shanks. Shanks got it to Harris. However, no, it's in on DeRoccolo, so no icing. That'll be Ricci now with the puck. Ricci. Giveaway there. Big save there by DeRoccolo, bailing out his defender.
Dangerous pass across the slot there. Gets intercepted. DeRoccolo with a clean look on the puck and gloves that down confidently. Shots now 6-6 with 7:47 remaining in the first period. Draw will be to DeRoccolo's blocker side.
Lemke in for the draw. Wins it back. The Voodoos trying to settle the puck down now. And now it's McLean with the puck. McLean out for Smetham. Smetham chips it in for McElhaney. McElhaney with the puck. Sharp angle. Hit off Bjorn and out. And now it's back to Case at the point, who takes one shot at it. It's blocked, takes another, and dumps it in. Now behind the net, McElhaney. Back to McLean. McLean, although a weird bounce off the boards, And McLean was nearly had his pocket picked a second time. That would have led for another odd man rush for the Cubs. Chitteroni dumps it in. Case now on the far side, battling with his man, trying to get possession. Smetham gets to it, flips it out of the zone. Stopped by Kavanaugh, who just flips it right back in, as the Cubs would have been offside. Case loses it to Bouchard. Bouchard dumps it wrapped around the end wall. Now Signoretti gets to it and throws it out front. Nobody there. Innes picking it up. Another puck loose, taken by McLean. He couldn't find it, so that gives the Cubs an opportunity to regroup. Bouchard. Sharp angle shot out to the point, kept in by the Cubs. Kevion with the shot. Now the Voodoos looking for a chance down ice. They do get to it as Smith was up ice. Good stick there by Kevion. Knocks it off the North Bay Prospects stick. Now McMillan with the puck. McMillan walking in, gets it to Thompson. Thompson to Smith! That's .100 for Chase Thompson as Ray Smith gives it to the Cubs fans. This is 21st of the season.
What an excellent second effort there along the boards as the Cubs try to clear it. Voodoos centering, pass, just buries it behind Bjorn. Bjorn just has no chance. He tracks it as best as he could, and it's now a one-goal game here in Powassan.
Chase Thompson, the hometown hero, with assist number 32 on the season, a career point 100 in the NOJHL. Very impressive for Chase Thompson, the former French River Rapid, really making a name for himself here with his hometown Voodoos. As now the lead is cut in half as we get back underway. Little loses it to Smith. As now Wraith Smith picks it up in his own zone. That's 4 goals for Wraith Smith in 2 games, 3 of them, of course, coming yesterday. McMillan with the puck in his own zone. McMillan dances around one man in his own zone, but then loses the puck. He's able to will it out. McMillan. And you got the sense it was a matter of time for the Voodoos with as dangerous chances that they've had. And now Thompson in on the forecheck again. Puck bounces out. Dawson has his man walk around him. Now it comes back out. Thompson turns and throws it right back into Cubs territory and goes off for a change. Cubs with possession in their own zone. Gets it to Larmont. Larmont walking in. Gets around Case. Case tries to hit him into the boards. He just bounces off that. Now looking for a passing opportunity as the puck is down the ice for Dubroy. Dubroy trying to dance past his man. Couldn't quite get the puck to go. Caden Dubroy. Big hit leveled on the far side. Dawson with the shot. It hits off a stick. As now that player is down on the ice. Caden Dubroy just quickly skating off the ice as Chitteroni chases him back to the bench. And now we're getting a little bit of pushing and shoving at the Voodoos bench. And I missed the player that he hit that's still down on the ice. But Mason Chitteroni just followed Dubroy right back to the bench looking for him. Now more pushing and shoving at the bench. Cubs players still on the ice. There's going to be a couple of penalties you have to think coming out of this one. These two teams, they play each other a lot. As both Chitteronis are being escorted away. Hudson standing at the box. Being pushed away now, actually. Newton going into the box again. And we'll have to, it's gonna be a while before we figure out what's going on here. As there's a lot of shouting going on at the benches. As the Cubs bench is really incensed. Peter Goulet's just trying to get his guys to settle down. The player's still down on the ice though, so getting to be a little alarming here with him. He hasn't moved very much since that hit.
So the hit happened and then just things exploded in front of the bench. Cubs trying to get at the Voodoos. Voodoos defending in front of their bench, and it'll be curious to see how things do shake out here. And it will be, looks like number 14.
Oh, Marshall McCharles.
And
down on the ice. He's just coming back from an injury too.
Getting up and skating off with assistance. Good to see him get off on his own power.
Good to see for sure. Second day in a row where there's been a scary incident between a Sudbury and a North Bay area team on the ice. Again, Marshall McCharles was making his first game return to Powassan. He had returned in the 7-1 win over the Sioux Eagles, and he registered an assist in that game. He had been out since late November after suffering a lower body injury during a fight with Iroquois Falls Storm defender Jordan McKnight. So this is only his second game back, and now he's gone off to the dressing room for repairs. We'll have to keep an eye to see if he's back out on the ice at any point. But with how long he laid on the ice, it didn't seem like it.
Still some deliberation going on here about how the calls are going to shake out.
Right now, Newton was in the box. He's out on the ice now. Okay. You don't want to see anyone get hurt. It looks like McLean's going to the dressing room. I don't think that there was, I didn't see anything wrong with the hit. No. Charles, unfortunately got hurt. It was when Chitteroni came back to the bench looking basically for blood from Dubroy. That's where things kind of spiraled a little bit.
Yeah, and I believe it was McLean and Newton going at it in front of the bench there, which would explain why he was sent to the dressing room.
But Newton's still here. 4:55 left in this first period. 2-1 Cubs lead, although Wraith Smith got the most recent goal here. His 21st of the season. Chase Thompson, his 100th NOJHL point on that assist as well.
Getting back-to-back nights of 100 points. That is quite exciting here, as you said earlier in the broadcast here, Courtney. Alex Little getting his 100th last night, and then tonight, Thompson off that beautiful passing play with Smith finishing.
Not sure what's going on here. It looks like there's 5 Cubs on the ice though still, and 5 Voodoos. This is really might take some of the momentum out of the sails for the Voodoos a little bit. It looks like with where they're setting up the puck, I'm going to guess the Voodoos are going to get a penalty out of this. So Dubroy is being sent away. Okay. Sure. And we'll have to see what the calls are. So the Voodoos down McLean and Dubroy now. Dubroy looked to be having a really good first period. And now the referee is saying, let's go. 5-minute major against the Voodoos.
And nothing for the Cubs. Okay.
Now it looks like McLean coming back. Well. Sure. All right. So now you just gave a gift. You just gave a gift to the Cubs with the major. Dubroy's probably out of the rest of the game. McLean is back in the box. So that'll take us to the end of the period regardless of this major. Innis, we're back underway. Kicked aside by DeRoccolo. Puck sent down. Bjorn stick handles it around his net. Nearly taken away by Little before he was tripped up. Now Nolan Newton down the ice. Newton with an inside edge, takes the shot on DeRoccolo. DeRoccolo with the save. Rebound stood there. No one wanted the puck. And then the Cubs put it over the net. Nobody in white went for the puck. Jackson Smith sends it around, rims it around, but is stopped by Innis. Given back to Case, now up for Little. Little down the ice. We'll have to keep an eye on the website to see what all the penalties are called, as they've just announced it here. Newton loses the puck coming into the blue line. Cubs can't quite hold the line, or they do rather. And now it's over and sent down the ice, or it hits the roof by the Voodoos. 4:04 left on the major.
And so far, a decent penalty kill from the Voodoos, clearing it down. Alex Little, once again, we talked about this on the broadcast yesterday, he's very good at clearing the zone, burning time with offensive opportunities, and keeping the pressure off of the Voodoos' defensive zone on this penalty kill. Still
face off, to the far side, as you were saying, Harrison.
It's still awaiting the penalties.
Rousseau gets the loose puck down the ice. And this will kill more precious time on this kill for the Voodoos, who would just start to get some momentum going their way. Now they have a suspect major here called. Chitteroni goes for a skate, loses it. Walker picks it up. Walker gets it back to Hudson Chitteroni. Takes a shot, or rather Mason. And we get another stoppage here. 3:34 left in the power play.
10 shots on goal for the Voodoos, 8 for the Cubs, and so far Powassan maintaining a fairly good kill here. No real high danger chances for the Cubs so far in this one.
Face-off coming on the near side. Jackson Smith gets it to the line. Kavanaugh can't hold it, so the Cubs will have to get out. They do, and now they can re-enter the zone. Walker tries to get to it. Good stick there by Case, stopped that from happening at first. Now Jackson Smith to it in the corner, tries to will it past LaCroix. And now the puck back for Lacroix, back to Kavanaugh. Lacroix in the near side, leaves it for his man. Walking in is Walker. Walker takes a shot. Rebound from D'Arocolo, danced through the crease. Nobody was there for it. As now the Voodoos get to it again. That's Jackson Smith sending it down the ice. And Bjorn will have to be out to play the puck once again. Kavanaugh looking for some reinforcements. Leaves it for Oliver Smith. Smith out of his zone. Down the ice, gets it to Newton. Newton skates through his man, but that's deemed offside on the little move that he made. Mike McLean back out on the ice now. I guess he served his 2 minutes, and Hudson Chitteroni as well out of the box.
Half of this major penalty killed off fairly well for the Voodoos. The draw will be just outside of their zone.
Innes over for Smith. Smith walking in. Now near side for Newton. Newton cross ice for Smith. Smith takes the shot. That one went over the net, and it bounces all the way down the ice. So more time will tick off the clock here. There will be 5 seconds remaining on the penalty at the end of the period. And now Turner with some guts and determination walks in, has the puck stripped from his stick, and the Cubs looking to do some damage as they go the other way. Oliver Smith going cross ice, gets it to Russo. Russo tries to jump it out of his zone. Now it's to Little. Little is able to get it out, and Innes plays it back near side for Smith. Smith nearly lost the handle of it to Little, and now the Cubs walk back in. Minute 40 left in the period. 2-1 Cubs lead. And Little's able to get the puck off their stick and send it down the ice, chasing after it. Buell out to play it in the near side corner. Plays it around for Newton. Newton goes for a skate, has the puck knocked off his stick and sent right back down by Case as Little goes off for a change. $1:25 left here in this first period. And a good stick there by Russo, knocks the puck off his man's stick. He couldn't get any attempt out of it though, as the puck bounced too far away. Kavanaugh going the other way. Kavanaugh stood up at the blue line by Shields, much to the applause here by the Voodoos faithful. And now Case has the puck behind his net, and he sends it down the ice. Kavanaugh tried to get a glove on it, and it bounced out anyways. Into the final minute now here of this first period. Chitteroni tried to get around Lemke, had to pass it off to Walker, and now it's back over for Chitteroni. Sent in, Mike McLean with the puck in the corner. Tried to get the puck out, and now right back into the corner. Battling for it, a couple of blue jerseys in there along with a white one, as now it's near side. Chitteroni back to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh walks the line, takes a shot, blocked by the Voodoos into the corner. Walker. 25 seconds remain on this in the period. Kavanaugh near side for Mason Chitteroni, takes a shot. D'Arocolo sliding. It would have hit the glass behind him, but he's taking no chances as he gets a glove on it with 19.6 seconds left.
So we have an update on the penalties now. Michael McLean getting a major and a game misconduct, 5 minutes for interference, and also 2 minutes for roughing. I believe that McLean interference call will be turned over to another player, and then Hudson Chitteroni also 2 minutes for roughing.
One-time shot blocked by the Voodoos and kicked down the ice by Little as Case hobbles off to the bench. Have to keep an eye on him. Now Lacroix with the puck. Lacroix goes cross ice. That should do it here on this one, as we'll hit the first period with the Voodoos down 2-1. There will be 5 seconds left on the major penalty. And now Larmont mixing it up with Russo after the whistle. And fans here, of course, feeling real great about the boys in stripes today. And we'll have to see how things carry over into the second period. It's 2-1 Cubs after one period of play. Harrison, before we go, your final thoughts.
A really, really good kill so far. There is 5 seconds remaining in this penalty kill for the Voodoos, but we just see 2 minutes go up on the board at the very end of this period here, so it looks like the Voodoos will have a man advantage coming into the second after a very brief 4-on-4. Good bounce back from the Voodoos on an excellent goal. Chase Thompson getting his 100th goal. Dracolo starting to ice up a bit after those 2 goals against in this. It's still anyone's game, and a chippy one at that here on a Powassan Saturday night.
Indeed, it is a chippy one for sure. Thank you, Harrison, and we'll be back with more exciting Powassan Voodoos hockey on the other side of this intermission.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today. Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry!
Huh?
I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry, come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kid's Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay to see how we can serve you and the community every day. Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you, so bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today. Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry!
Huh?
I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry, come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay, to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
We welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for the start of the second period here between the Greater Sudbury Cubs and the Powassan Voodoos. It's 2-1 Cubs after 20 minutes of play on goals by Hudson Chitteroni, his 24th of the season, and Ethan Larmont, his third, and then Wraith Smith with his 21st, bringing it back. Penalties in that period. Nolan Newton, minor for cross-checking. Michael McLean, a minor for roughing. Michael McLean served by Caleb Dawson, a major in a game for charging, although I believe that's actually Caden Dubroy who got the penalty. Hudson Chitteroni, a minor for roughing, and Ethan Larmont, a minor for interference. If we're looking around the league, Blind River's up 2-1 after 20 minutes of play on the Elliott Lake Vikings. Hearst Lumberjacks looking for some revenge after last night's loss to Kirkland Lake. They're currently up 5-1 at the start of the second. And Timmins is blanking French River after 20 minutes of play, 3-0, as they're in Noelville currently taking on the Rapids. Harrison.
At the start of this period, we will see 5 seconds remaining in the 5-minute major at this point, and then at the very end, of the period, we saw a penalty go to Ethan Lermont for interference, so we'll have an ever so brief 4-on-4, and then a minute 55 of a Voodoos power play.
Marshall McCharles had been injured in that first period, and we'll have to see if he makes his return here to the lineup or if he's out of commission. He just came back from an injury.
And we are getting underway here.
5 seconds on this 4-on-4. As the Voodoos in their home whites are going left to right, and the Cubs in their road blues are going right to left as the Cubs quickly dump it down the ice. Shanks will get the step in on Little as it's now officially to a Voodoos power play, and Walker gets it in deep. However, it's up for Mike McLean. Mike McLean with the puck. Skates it out of his zone. Looks up ice. He had McMillan right in front of him. Decided against that. Gave it to McMillan, though, as now his pass nearly went out. It did go out. Case looked like he had it, but apparently not, as that'll be an offside call against the Cubs here early in this power play.
Yeah, the Voodoos with a good opportunity there on the rush there, but the refs deem it no. And the draw will come outside of the Cubs zone, still with around minute 20 on the power play.
I can tell you the boys in stripes are not going to be big. There's not going to be many fans of them here in the stands by the time this game's done, if they aren't already. McMillan in the Cubs zone loses the puck to Case, and now Smith is a quick 2-on-1 here with Chitteroni. Chitteroni out front looking for Smith. Puck rolled in on to Rockolo, who made the save. Now McMillan down the ice quickly. Coming in, McMillan with the shot, he scores! Yippee-ki-yay! Mike McLean ties the game up on the power play.
A really nice chip pass at center there off of the save from DeRockalo. Starts that breakout, gets up to McLean, goes to the face-off dot, and just snipes this one home for a quick tie game. The Voodoos putting a dent in that 86% penalty kill that the Sudbury Cubs possess and upping their power play percentage. An excellent shot and a great way to start off this second period.
Mike McLean's second of the season. The sequel, you might say, is his second stint here with the Voodoos this year as well, as he left for Gatineau for a little bit before making his return just at the trade deadline, paying off dividends with his defensive play, and also, giving up the puck leading to a goal in the first period. He's now made amends for that, I would say, in many ways. Puck, Voodoos try to get it down. It's a delayed offside, though, as Jackson Smith has the puck. For Thompson. Now down the ice for McMillan. McMillan gets the puck down the ice, and McLean really surprised with the speed on that break. I had to make sure it was McLean because I thought it might have been Wraith Smith with the speed going down the ice, but great speed from the big defender who plays forward on the power play. A la Zdeno Chara, put the big body in front of the net. Leaf fans still scarred about Zdeno Chara, but that's a discussion for another day. As the puck down the ice, Patrick tries to get around his man, but the Cubs pick it right back up in their own zone. Cubs with possession, gets it up for Chitteroni. Chitteroni skates the puck in. Newton not deemed offside on that one, as the puck's now in for Martin. Tip shot, and that'll go in for the Cubs. It's now 3-2 on a suspect non-offside call.
Yep, we see one called against the Voodoos not a minute earlier, and then this time it ends up being advantage for the Cubs, and we are back within a 1-goal game early in the second period here. 3-2 now for the Cubs.
3-2 Cubs, like you said, as the Voodoos work so hard to get back into this game, killing off that 5-minute major. They called for an offside on one end that was very close to not being offside, and then Newton looked to have a step in, and that one gets past DeRockalo on a perfectly placed tip. But DeRockalo strong on that one. Shots 12-10 in favor of the Voodoos.
Still plenty of time to get back into this one for the guys in white, yellow, green, and red. And they've had a lot of offensive opportunities here. Their defense has tightened up a lot more. so the Voodoos in good position to bounce back still.
Well, they came back from a 1-goal deficit, or 2-goal deficit. Now they find themselves down 1. Goal going for Hudson Martin, his 5th of the season. As now the puck comes out, Shanks with the shot, and he just shanked that one over the net. Puck in deep for the Cubs. Looking to go out front. Now the Voodoos scrambling in their zone here after allowing that goal. It's been all Cubs here since the Voodoos tied things up. Puck sent right back out. And McMillan gets to it down the ice. Chase Thompson, 2-on-1 developing here. Thompson going cross ice. The puck bounced over Wraith Smith's stick as it was blocked by the defender. Good chance there as now Jackson Smith gets it on the near side. Jackson Smith rims it around the perimeter. McElhaney strong on the puck, gets to it, but now the puck does come out. Little with it. Little sends it cross ice into Cubs territory. As now it's just chip shotted out of the zone. And Bouchard gets to it. Chipped right back down. McElhaney blocked that one though as Reese Smetham now has it. Smetham up the ice looking for McElhaney. McElhaney gets it back to Smetham. Smetham back to the point for Smith. Smith takes a shot. That one's blocked. Lemke picks up the loose puck. Throws it towards the net. And that one went high and wide. Now in to the half wall. The Cubs pick it back up. Going down the ice. Lacroix walking in. Goes tight to DeRoccolo. Good save there by the goaltender as that one was tipped on net at the last second. Now up the ice as that's off the skate of Smetham and right back into the hands of the Cubs. Oliver Smith chips the puck in. As now it comes out for Lacroix. Lacroix takes a shot. That one's blocked by the Voodoos. And now it's up the ice for Wraith Smith. Wraith Smith in alone. Smith shoots. And he just missed the net. Wraith Smith walking the line. He lost the puck as he had come in off a line change on that one. And the Voodoos did a good job of finding him up ice. Now Powassan defending again as the Cubs have it. That's Larmah. Larmah losing the puck as now that's Mason Chitteroni. And the puck goes down the ice. Wraith Smith running into Bjorn slightly. And now he's taken hard into the boards by Chitteroni, and that'll go for a penalty. Chitteroni really letting the referee know. And now he's getting unsportsmanlike as well. And the referees are getting a slight standing ovation here from the fans at the Sportsplex as that'll be Mason Chitteroni going off.
And the Voodoos quickly with another chance to take advantage of the power play as they just did early here in the second period. They will get 4 minutes of power play time in order to bring this back within.
Yeah, double minor.
Double minor against Chitteroni. 4 minutes and 1 goal game. And this one can't be any closer.
Chitteroni taking the penalty there as he was contesting that Smith had run into his goalie. And now McMillan takes a shot. Bjorn didn't see it. Caden Dubroy just had walked up here, so he's in his street clothes, so obviously we won't be seeing him the rest of the game, unfortunately. He was having a great first period, I thought.
Absolutely.
I really enjoy watching number 21 in white play for the Voodoos, especially against his hometown team, the Cubs. He said he loves playing against the Cubs because all of his family comes out to those games. Little goes and takes a chip shot as that was nearly tipped in net by Lemke. Lemke now throws the puck towards the net, and the Cubs are going to get that one out. No, Little is able to keep it in. Little walks the line to Case. Case looks for a chance, opening. Now it's to McMillan. Shot from the point, blocked in front of the net, so it never got to Bjorn. Little in for Lemke. Lemke had it picked off him. Little takes a shot. Bjorn almost didn't see that one, was able to make a very quick reaction and stop that one for one of his more desperate saves of the game so far.
We've seen a few quick reactions on shots to the 5-hole from Bjorn, and he's able to hop on top of them quickly. A couple of those shots squeaking through early in the first period, but he was able to stay on top of them and keep them out of the net. Bjorn very good at those reaction shots.
Lemke in for the draw, wins it back to Little. Little with a quick shot off the draw, and that one hit a body and went wide. Case in for McMillan. McMillan in for Lemke looking out front. Little was sneaking in. Little with another shot. That one's blocked again. Little for Lemke out front, was looking for McLean, and that one just passed by the defender. Case in the corner for McMillan, back to the point for Little. Little faking shot to Case. Case with a quick shot. Bjorn didn't see that one till it got by him, and into the corner. Now behind the net for McMillan. McMillan was looking out front for McLean. McLean has the puck in his skates, but the Cubs are all over him. Takes another shot, turned aside by Bjorn. As now Case at the point. Case gets it right back around for McMillan out front, and the Cubs are going to get possession, and they're going to be able to chip that one down with just over 2 minutes left on the man advantage. Case looking down ice, quick looking for the change as Bjorn's out to play it, as that would have been a 2-on-0 for the Voodoos if they were able to get it. Now Ricci in his own zone. Ricci carries the puck in. He's taken hard into the boards and off the puck, and now Kavanaugh gets to it. Kavanaugh loses it though as Shields picks it up on the far side. Shields as McElhaney was walking in. Couldn't quite get it past him. Now it's back to the point for Patrick, but the Cubs do a good job of shoveling it out. And down. And then now we are under 2 minutes, so the first minor has expired. And now if the Voodoos do score it, we'll go back to 5-on-5. Thompson setting things up behind his net, leaves it for Carson Ricci. Shields with the puck. Down the ice, a good little one touch, but he can't quite get it to his man, Thompson. And the Cubs now, after the Voodoos basically dominated possession in the zone for the better part of the first minor penalty, now have struggled to get back into the zone. Ricci flips that one around the perimeter. McElhaney's going to get to that first. Sends it right back for Patrick. Patrick looking for McElhaney. Didn't realize he was right there, so the pass a little bit too hard for him. Now Chitteroni going the other way. Chitteroni looking for options. Finds the man. That would have been kicked in if that had gone in, but DeRoccolo made the save. Now Shields with it. Shields to Ricci. Up the ice, Lemke couldn't get a handle on it, so Kavanaugh gets to it, sends it right back down the ice. Rolling in, DeRoccolo's going to make the save, and we're under a minute now on the double minor.
The Voodoos had really good 2 minutes there on the power play, getting lots of shots, a couple that Bjorn just barely getting a hang on, one across the crease there that Voodoos just weren't able to bury. Some really good offensive zone time there, and hoping to get something going in the final 52 seconds of this power play.
Little behind his net. Takes the puck slowly out of his zone. Now he turns on the Jets a little bit. Up to McMillan. McMillan lost the handle on it at the blue line. Called offside. And now we'll get another stoppage here.
A couple of quick opportunities here for the Voodoos on the breakout. Just deemed offside. We'll still have some time to burn on this power play, trying to tie things up here.
Trying to win it in. Now Little's going to carry the puck in, takes a shot. Bjorn with a glove save there, stops that one. And now some more rough stuff going on after the whistle with McLean.
Shots now 16-13. About halfway through the second period. Quite a few of those coming off of this extended power play that the Voodoos did get off of that Chitteroni penalty. We'll get about, looks like 30 seconds remaining in this power play, and they will get the draw in the Cubs zone.
Referee's setting up in an area the Voodoos are wondering why it's not the other side. The other side is where the shot came from, so I don't know what's going on there. As Little sends the puck back to the point, or that was Lemke rather, to Little. Now Case with it. Case throwing it towards the net, and that was blocked by the Cubs, and now Oliver Smith's going to have a breakaway. Smith with the shot. Oh! Got behind DeRoccolo. Case had stopped it, but it went into the net. Shorthanded goal for the Cubs. It's 4-2.
An unfortunate break, a turnover in the Cubs zone, and they get an odd man rush and then chipped up. And the captain of the Cubs will bury this one, and it is now a 2-goal game.
33rd of the season for Smith.
11:13 remaining in the period, and there will still be a little bit of scrap time of the power play for the Voodoos, and the hill just keeps getting bigger here in Powassan.
Looks like the Voodoos are giving up on the power play as they've sent out a normal line here. Now they try to get it up to Turner. Turner couldn't handle that one. And is sent in for Russo. Russo behind the net, taken down to the ice. Turner pushing his man off of him, and now Russo taken right back down. Battling still in the corner. Comes away, Russo gets it to Turner. Turner still behind the net. Gets it back behind to Russo. Russo walks out front. Oh, Smetham had a gorgeous chance, and it just hopped over the net. That was it, and Smetham put it over.
Just the centering pass, and Smetham gets just a little bit underneath the puck on the quick tap, and it just floats right over the net. A prime opportunity for the Voodoos to keep this one close, and it just barely misses.
10:42 left here in the second. 4-2 Cubs lead. The shots haven't changed in a while, although we have seen a few for both teams. It says 16-13. Smith goes around the end wall. McMillan tries to get a piece of it, and now the Cubs come away with it. Harris going the other way. Newton chasing after it. Newton taken to the ice. McMillan gets to it. Chase Thompson on the near side as well. Newton behind the net looking for options. Turns it back behind the net. And now it's Little with the puck. Flipped out by McMillan down the ice. And Wraith Smith has another chance. Wraith Smith shoots, saved by Bjorn as he plays the puck down. Another gorgeous chance there by Smith, a second breakaway this period for him. McMillan to Thompson. Thompson was looking for Smith. He didn't see the puck coming as he sends it across ice and no one was able to get it. Now a pass back to Thompson as he missed that one. Puck sent in, chipped off the end wall to DeRoccolo, who just blocks it aside. Now Smith tries to get it out. It's still in for the Cubs. Sudbury with possession now. Flips it back to Kevion. In for Case to McMillan. McMillan goes cross ice looking for Wraith Smith. Smith gets it right deep into Cubs territory. Bjorn out to play it behind his net. We're under 10 minutes now, almost to 9. As now there will be, looks like a delayed penalty to the Voodoos. I missed that one as Bjorn runs to the bench. And now the Cubs have an extra attacker out there. And that'll blow down the play. Alex Case as he gets to it. It looks like Shields is a little roughed up as well. And that'll be a slashing call going to Wraith Smith.
Wraith Smith going to the box after a couple of really good breakaway opportunities. A beautiful flip pass there. Bjorn stays with him. And now the Cubs up 2 will get a 2 minutes on the board. Power play there. And they will get the draw in the Voodoo zone. Just things not going the Voodoo's way in this second period.
Voodoo's able to emphatically kill off a 5-minute major late in that first period, and we'll have to see if they're able to do it again. Takes the shot. Oh my goodness, rebound chance. And then they get the second crack when DeRoccolo was over, and it beats them. The first one, they hit the post. The second one with the goalie there, he beats them.
Just an unfortunate turn of events here in Powassan.
Nolan Newton picking up a goal. 5-2 Cubs.
5-2 Cubs, and that will erase the 8 seconds that have been into that penalty against the Voodoos. And just slowly, the Cubs have been increasing their lead as this period's gone on.
One goal on a suspect offside, and then the other few, well, I missed the penalty call, so I'll give the credit there, but as another shot comes in, hard hit along the far side, puck out of play. And that'll bring us to our mid-period timeout, and it might be a good chance for everybody here to reset, and we'll be back on the other side of this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
5 goals on 17 shots. You got to be a bit better than that one if you're the Voodoos. They've gotten 2 on 20. Bjorn has held up his end of the bargain for the Cubs.
Bjorn stopping a couple of breakaway attempts, both of them by Smith, and one earlier in the first period from Alex Little, shorthanded. So Bjorn looking really good. He's had a couple squeak by, but none into the back of the net. Duracolo has had a couple of good stops. One squeaked through and went for the 3-2 and the 4-2 just off a shorthanded goal, and 5 off of an unfortunate bounce on the post and just beats him cleanly. Just things not going the Voodoos' way in the second period. Shots now 20-17, being updated a little bit during that break. 8:40 remaining in the second period.
Face-off's going to come to the far side of Bjorn. Again, Cubs now with a 5-2 lead. Voodoos had a race to 2-0 deficit to tie things up, and now 3 unanswered by the Cubs. Do the Voodoos have it in them? Well, I guess we'll have to wait to find out. As Shanks is able to carry that one down the ice, gets it into the corner, chases after it, and picks it right back up. Battle in the corner now as Jackson Smith taking his man down to the ice. Little battling for possession as well, loses it. Puck sent from the corner and onto Duracolo, who kicks that one out of play. And we'll get another stoppage here. 8:16 left in this second period.
And at this point, if you're the Voodoos, you just got to take it one goal at a time, start to crawl back, start to make sure that you're not making small mistakes which have led to goals against, jumping on those pucks quickly, making sure that you have players in position to stop any loose pucks from finding the Cubs because they are so effective at moving it around.
Puck behind. Another Thompson wasn't able to play the puck on that one. Newton now on the near side. Loses the puck though as the Voodoos still struggle to get it out of their zone with Sturge. Newton picking it up. Gets the puck on the boards, and now the Voodoos finally break out with McMillan. Mason Chitteroni losing that one, and they can't get over the red line as now the Cubs try to set up shop once again. Mason Chitteroni, and that was really a turning point too, and the Voodoos could have tied things up on a double minor. Instead gave up a shorthanded goal as the puck squeaked through Duracolo. The puck bouncing, McMillan trying to get a hold of it. As now we see Dawson taking a turn up here with Thompson and McMillan. Chitteroni holding on to McMillan's stick. No call coming on that one. Might as well get a stoppage here.
We saw a puck fly quite dramatically into the Voodoos bench yesterday, and a little floater into the Cubs bench right now, as that will force a draw outside of the Voodoo zone.
Walker in for the draw for the Cubs. That was against Patrick. McLean got it to Case, and Case's pass up ice hit a body and went right back into his zone. Now McLean battling behind the net as the puck comes out. They can't find it. McLean with it. Gets it for Turner. Turner for Patrick. Patrick has the puck knocked off his stick. Now it's Turner. Turner behind the net. Walks out front, takes a sharp angle shot off the side of the net. And now Shields was held up, so he couldn't quite get to the puck. Near side battle now in the corner. Puck came out from the corner. And quickly on net, but now Patrick gets to it. Patrick throws it cross ice, got past everybody. Hauser takes a high hit on Case. And now the puck back to Lemke. Lemke throws it in from the far side. Bjorn turned that one aside. Patrick back to Little. Little for Patrick. Patrick walking out, looking for his options. Couldn't find many. As now Little sat down. Kevion with the puck up the ice for Hauser. Hauser battling for the puck, gets it to McElhaney. McElhaney sends it down the length of the ice. That'll go for icing against the Voodoos, as we're now in under 6 minutes of play left in the second period.
5:57 remaining, as you said, Courtney. Shots still in the favor of the Voodoos, 20-18, but the favor of the score goes to the Cubs. Still 5-2, and you got to just hope to crawl something back off a good break. The Voodoos have seen a lot of opportunity go their way when they are able to get on those breakouts.
Puck into the behind the net for Little to chase after. Now he's battling with a Cubs player down behind the net. Sent to the point for Sagan. Sagan keeps it in. Kicked out by the Voodoos down the ice, looking for McElhaney. McElhaney now in a foot race with Martin. Martin comes away with it, chips the puck out, and gets to Lacroix. Lacroix stood up at the blue line, but now Larmont gets to it. Larmont skating around. Gets it back to the point for Martin. Martin with all the time in the world takes a shot, missed the net. Delayed penalty coming. It looks to the Voodoos. Again, I'm missing this call, as that puck will go in, and that'll do it here. So we'll get another penalty, and we'll have to see if the Voodoos have it in them to kill more than 8 seconds of this one.
And awaiting what the call was here, because I didn't see anything on the play, but either way, it will be, who's that in the box?
I don't know. The red doesn't really
It's
lend.
Alex Little.
Okay. The red really doesn't lend, I find, on the jerseys for you to figure out the numbers sometimes.
Especially on the shoulder patches.
Sudbury with possession. We're more than 8 seconds into this one. Kavanaugh from the point takes a shot. Walked aside by Duraclo and out of play. 2 minutes for roughing for Little. 4:51 left in the second period.
So it's a minute 44 remaining on the power play, and at this point, I think if you're the Voodoos, you're just trying to escape this period unscathed any more than you already have been. You show that you do have a strong penalty kill when all the pieces are together. Maybe pick up a shorthanded goal of your own, because you got to do anything to get back in this one.
Kavanaugh at the point. Sends it in deep. That's his man down there. Walker has now the puck behind the net. Looking for options. Back to Walker. Walker throws the puck towards the net. Couldn't find his man. Chitteroni now battling with Russo and McLean in the near side. 3 Voodoos in there digging for the puck. On the near side half wall. Puck does come out. Cubs pick it up. Harris takes the shot. Duraclo with the save.
Rocklow able to track that through that little scrum in the corner as the puck gets centered just below the point. Is able to stay on top of that one and keeps this one at the score 5-2 with only a few minutes remaining in the second period and a minute 6 on the power play. The Cubs will, off of that, though, get the offensive zone draw.
Patrick wins the draw to Jackson Smith. He sends it around, but it's kept in briefly by the Cubs. And now a whole battle there with Turner. Gets the puck down the ice. Larmont with possession. Larmont to Smith, near side. Smith walks in, throws across ice, found his man, but there was no shooting lane. As now Larmont walks it back to the point for Martin. Martin back to Smith. Smith tries to take a shot, and now it's back to Smith. And now for Newton. Newton back to Smith, to Martin. Smith and Martin just playing pitch and catch here on the near side. To Larmont, who takes a shot from the slot, turned aside by Duraclo. 22 seconds left on the man advantage.
Duraclo getting good, clean looks at these shots and is able to stay on top of them, so that's being advantageous for him. The Voodoos keeping the Cubs on their toes, forcing them to pass around and get those lower percentage shots. So far, staying unscathed on this penalty kill.
3:30 left in the second period, 5-2. Cubs lead. Walker with the puck. He loses it, though, as it's kicked out of the zone. The Voodoos are able to get it out. Kavanaugh up the ice for Lacroix. Lacroix chips it in off the glass and into Voodoos territory. Couple of seconds now left on the man advantage. Lemke tries to send it down the ice. Smetham does, as it was off Chitteroni's cage. And Smetham chases after it now. Buell now to interfere with Smetham. And now the puck down the ice again into Voodoos territories. We're back to 5-on-5. Rebound, juicy one, given up, but the Voodoos are able to clear it out. Now back to the point. Kavanaugh with a gorgeous chance. And he puts the puck wide. Kavanaugh back at the point again. Battling for possession of the puck. The Voodoos try to come away with it. But it's the Cubs back to the point. Kavanaugh. Near side Chitteroni throwing it towards the net. Almost banked in. But the Cubs get it now at the near side half wall. Little trying to find it, but the puck goes round behind the net to Quevillon. Quevillon takes a shot. That one missed and was chipped wide. Back to the point. Quevillon with another chance, blocked aside by Duracolo. Now behind the net, chance again for the Cubs as the Voodoos struggle to get it out of their zone. 2 minutes remaining here in this second period. Good block there by Lemke as the puck doesn't get through. And again, the Voodoos try to get it out. They finally do. And they're just too gassed to chase after the puck, so Innes will get to it next. Innes gets it to Little. Little tries to will himself to the front of the net. He nearly does on a good individual effort. Puck going cross ice, hits a Cub player, and that'll go for icing. And the Cubs arguing, as it, much like it did earlier with the Voodoos, did hit a Cubs player in the transition over the red line, but that'll go for icing now against the Cubs. Oh no, it looks like they're going to call it back and do it at center.
All right. And just as it appears to be Voodoos getting an offensive zone draw, it will be called back. Wait, nope. They've changed their minds.
No, it's going to the center ice logo. It's just kind of funny this happened to the Voodoos in the first, but it was still an icing. And now we see the same thing happen, and we're going to do it at the neutral zone.
Minute 37 on that power play. Remaining in the period, and the Cubs for the first time have taken over the shots in this period.
21-20. Russo up for Dawson. Dawson quickly back to Russo. Russo with not many options in the near side corner now, battling for possession. Tries to find it. He finds McElhaney out front. McElhaney with a good shot. Secondary chance out front. The puck sat there and the Voodoos couldn't bury it. Russo runs up against the referee behind the net. Interfered with a little bit too. As now the Cubs, as Smith was looking for a big hit there, that'll be a chance there, but that one's blocked by the Voodoos. Back to the point. Another chance blocked aside by Duracolo. Stays in play. Less than a minute left on the clock. This is down the ice now for Martin. Martin has the puck off Smith's skate. And McElhaney falling down, or rather Smith. And now another penalty, and that will go for a call here against the Cubs. So the Voodoos will have a man advantage to end the period, as that'll be a tripping call against Larmont.
32 and a half seconds of 5-on-4 for the Voodoos in this, and then they will come back into the third period with a bit of a man advantage if they don't score. Shots 20-21 in favor of the Cubs now, and the Voodoos with as good a chance as any in order to close the gap. 5-2 Cubs.
Well, you're trying to get any type of momentum moving forward. Going into the third period, puck comes to McMillan, over to Little. Little back for McMillan. McMillan gets it back to his captain. Little takes a shot. Bjorn didn't really see that one as that one whistled wide. McMillan out front. That one's going to find the Cubs, and they're going to be able to get the puck down the ice, and that'll kill off the rest of this period. And so the Voodoos will go into the second intermission now down 5-2. It was a 1-goal deficit to start this period. As now McMillan tries another chance. He misses the net, and that'll do it here. But the Voodoos were down a goal to start the period. They tied it up. Now they find themselves down 3 after 40 minutes of play, 5-2. A little bit of luck there on a missed offside perhaps for the Cubs, but other than that, some great goals by Sudbury in that second period. Harrison, before we go to break, your final thoughts.
Some great goals by Sudbury, and the Voodoos just not able to get anything going outside of that tying goal. And if you're looking to the third period, you just got to piece by piece start putting something together, ramping up your pressure, keeping that defense quick, getting better at those zone clearances, and taking advantage of this power play.
Well, we'll see if they're able to do exactly that on the other side of this intermission as we come back for the third period of Voodoos hockey.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today. Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry!
Huh?
I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry, come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay, to see how we can serve you and the community every day. Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today. Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry!
Huh?
I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry, come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay, to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for the third period here between the Powassan Voodoos and the Greater Sudbury Cubs. The Cubs currently have a 5-2 lead on the Voodoos. Michael McLean had tied things up early in the second with his second of the season. Hudson Martin with his fifth gave them the Cubs the lead again. Oliver Smith shorthanded with his 33rd, and Nolan Newton with his 23rd of the season on the power play halfway through the period. Penalties in that go to Hudson Chitteroni for a double minor for unsportsmanlike and cross-checking. Ray Smith with a slashing call. Alex Little for roughing. And Ethan Larmah, who is on the penalty now. The Voodoos have about 1:33 left on that. As we get ready to go here, the shots on goal were 15-10 in favor of the Cubs in that second period. Overall, it's 23-21 for the Cubs. And looking around the league, Blind River really taking it to Elliott Lake at the start of the third period. It's 6-1 for the Beavers. Hearst Lumberjacks 6-2 after 40 minutes of play over Kirkland Lake. And Timmins having fun in Noelville. It's 5-2 there for the Rock over the Rapids. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Harrison from the Garrison as we get set for our third period of Voodoos hockey. Harrison.
We've seen a lot of action here, especially in the second period. Not a lot of it going the Voodoos' way, hoping to turn things around here in the last 20. And it's sure to be an action-packed period as it has been all game, Courtney.
As we get underway here, the Cubs in their road blues are going left to right, and the Voodoos in their home whites are going right to left. As we get underway with the Voodoos having the puck in Cubs territory, gets back to Case at the point. Case just barely keeps it onside as the puck now goes out front. Lemke tried to get a shot away but couldn't, and now the Cubs send the puck down the ice. Girocolo plays the puck back to Little. Little, as we're under a minute now on the man advantage, to Case. Lemke and Case. Wally McMillan back to Little. Little throws it towards the net, hits a few bodies, but misses. As now, the puck comes out to the neutral zone. McMillan, cross ice, Lemke gets to it. Bjorn plays it out, and now that'll be a bit of a break here for Smith. Smith, who already has a shorthanded goal, has the puck knocked away by McElhaney, but he picks it back up as the puck is now lodged in the referee's skates on the near side, and the Voodoos come away with it. McMillan over for McElhaney, back to McMillan. McMillan crossing the blue line. That's going offside against the Voodoos. And we'll get a stoppage here with 18:49 left in the third period.
So far, the Voodoos not able to get anything really going. Cubs clear fairly quickly and not being able to take advantage of this power play so far. Voodoos just stopping a quick shorthanded break there by Smith. And they will have seconds remaining on the power play as the draw comes just in front of the Cubs bench.
Thompson on the draw, loses it. The Cubs get possession as that's Chitteroni sending that down the ice into Voodoos territory. And now Smith, as he has been a lot of the times here on the shorthanded chances, he's the first player down. Killing off precious time for the Voodoos here as they need to get something going here quickly. Jackson Smith from out of his zone. Gains the red line, flips it in. And that one goes out of play, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Voodoos had a really good kill earlier that led them with some momentum into the beginning of the second period where they were able to tie things up, and then just a cascade of goals peppered throughout the second period off of some offside calls, and it is now a 5-2 game. The beginning of this game was very even, but slowly in that second 20, it just started to pull away from the Voodoos, and the Cubs have held a fairly good lead.
Now we're getting another meeting of the minds here by the referees and they're going to take the face-off back from the Cubs blue line and send it back to the Voodoos blue line. We've seen that a couple of times here this game with the meeting of the minds there to determine where the face-off will be. Newton wins the draw back, and the Cubs send it right back into Voodoos territory. McLean plays the puck. Gets around his man. Whitey's taken off the puck as the Voodoos try to get it down the ice. Now it's Turner battling with Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh, and that was a good stick by Turner to get the puck back. Got it to Shields, and now it's back to Turner. To Shields now on the near side half wall. Turner in the corner, sends it around the end wall. Back to Case. Case took the shot. Back out front for Shields. Good chance there by Tucker Shields, but he couldn't get the puck on net. Dawson in the corner, lost possession for it. Got it to McLean, though, as McLean keeps it in. Only briefly, though, as the Cubs are going to get it out here, and they do. Down the ice for Newton. Good push back there by the Voodoos on that shift. And now Case with it. Case dipsy doodles around one and gets it up to Smetham. Smetham flipping it up, looking for McElhaney. That was just out of his reach. And now Shanks with the puck. Takes a shot over Duraculo's net. Didn't hit anything, and now Smetham with the puck as he battles in the corner. He's taken to the ice. Cubs in there as well. Shanks comes away with it. Sends it round as Martin gets to it. And it's bounced out of the zone. Down the ice. Puck flips up. Lemke gets a handle on it. And now it's right back to Cubs, who Harris tried to get it past the red line but couldn't, so it's back to Sagan in his own zone. Sagan gains the red line, sends it down. And Jackson Smith gets to it. Smith battling with it. Gets it back to Innes. Innes has the puck hop off his stick and out of the zone. So the Cubs will have to regroup, but quickly up ice now. And now Signoretti going to chase him with Little. Little battling for possession. And now it goes down the ice with McMillan in a foot race. McMillan tries to get a handle on it, but can't as the Cubs get it out of their zone again. And now Newton down the ice. Newton. Backhanded pass finds Sturge. Sturge sends it down the ice as he was looking for his man. And that'll go in on Bjorn. Bjorn out to play the puck. As Newton sends it out front. Now it's Thompson. Thompson with the shot. And Bjorn stops that one. 3 chances on, 2 on a breakaway by Wraith Smith. Another gorgeous opportunity there for Thompson. Turned away by the netminder in this one. What could have been? Might be a tale of the game. Cubs behind their own net with it. As they come away with possession, get it up to the neutral zone. Given away now, Ricci sends it right back down the ice and gives it right back to the Cubs. Now it's in for Duraculo to play behind his net. Duraculo passes it to Ricci, who gets it to Sturge. Sturge settles the puck down, carries it to the red line, sends it in. Now Bjorn out to play it. He's given it away to the Voodoos, and now the puck hopping all over as Bjorn had a glove on it briefly, but now it bounces out and the Cubs get it to safety. Larmont through the neutral zone, walks in, looks for a pass cross ice. Case read that one perfectly and played that one off to the perimeter. Now the Voodoos passing it to no one in particular as Kavanaugh tries to regain the zone. McLean hand passes it out, but Kavanaugh gets to it first, so no stoppage. Kavanaugh through the neutral zone, gains the blue line. Kavanaugh now goes for a skate. Good pick off by the Voodoos, but it's right back to Kavanaugh in the corner. Kavanaugh, cross ice, finds Chitteroni. Chitteroni with the shot, wide open net for the Cubs, and the Voodoos are able to skate that one away. Now a good chance here for McElhaney. So he goes cross ice looking for Smetham. Smetham blew a tire, and it's to McLean. Back for Case. Case gains the red line. Case takes a big hit from Larmont, and he gets right back up. As now, for the Cubs, that's Oliver Smith behind his net. Up for Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh nearly overskated the puck. Gets it into the middle of the ice to Chitteroni. And now McElhaney with it. Gets it back for Lemke. Lemke. Up the ice for McElhaney. McElhaney gets it and backhands it down the ice. And the Voodoos will make a quick change. Right back down the ice. 6 minutes gone in this one. Shields walks in. That shot is blocked. Rebound chance for Dawson, and that one gets away from him, but it's kept in by Ricci. Ricci tried to glove it, and that one bounces away. Russo back to Little. Little with a shot. Blocked by Kavanaugh. Puck comes out front again, and now it's past Jackson Smith and down the ice. Shields takes his man into the boards. Looking for a pass. Goes near side for Little, and Little lost it to Newton. And then that was a good chance there for the Cubs. Dawson with a good stick as the puck goes down the ice. And that would have gone for icing. However, Duraculo plays it, or rather delayed offside, I should say. Little to Thompson. Thompson sends it down the ice. That one hit a stick, and it's in deep into Cubs territory for Turner. Puck bouncing off a skate, goes out front of the net, and now it's out of Cubs territory again. Ricci couldn't hold the line as the puck's down for Sturge. Sturge sends the puck down the ice. Newton gets to it instead, throws it right back towards Duraculo, who makes the save. And now it's Patrick on the far side. Patrick to Sturge, up for Ricci. Ricci, cross ice. finds Turner, who sends that one in. And now the Cubs once again. The Voodoos cannot get any zone time here, and the Cubs just content to play the game of getting it out of their zone. Big hit leveled by Ricci on the near side. That's Signoretti who went down on the ice. And now it's back for Sagan. Sagan takes a shot, saved by DeRoccolo. And now Patrick leads the breakout, but gets to the blue line and no further. Turner throws his man into the Cubs bench. Now he gets run by Sagan. And now another hit, as we're going to get another Cubs player down on the ice. But where's the call on the retaliation on Turner? Nothing coming on that. And now we're going to have the stoppage here just to see what's going on with the player down on the ice.
This is the first stoppage in, well, basically the whole period. 11:46 remaining. The Voodoos getting a couple of opportunities, but the Cubs have been content just to take it behind their own net, play the time and burn off the clock. And we'll be curious to see how the calling goes on this one. Hopefully the player on the ice gets up okay. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one shakes out, because I've tried predictions in the past, and 90% of the time I am wrong, because only the refs know where this one's going to go.
Well, we tried to predict it from before, and then it went against the Voodoos. As the player's slowly getting up. Looks to be Hauser, as he's slow to get up, but he is slowly getting up. You like to see that. No one likes to see anyone get injured. Hauser looks to need help getting up and off the ice. He's really favoring his left leg. He didn't put any weight on it right away. He's still hunched over. So Hauser's going to be out of the game, I would imagine at this point, as he's going to go off for repairs. 5-2, Cubs lead. 11:46 here left in this third period. If you're just joining us, it's definitely been a amicable game played by both. Not chippy at all.
No, not at all.
What started that play, I missed the big hit, but Turner hit his man into the boards, and then someone came in and retaliated against Turner. There's no call coming on that one. But then the big hit, there's no call coming there either. As the Voodoos try to drum up some kind of atmosphere here with the lack of music.
It'll be 11:46 remaining, and the Voodoos will win the draw just outside of the Cubs zone.
Little takes a hit from Harris. It's sent down into Cubs territory. Smetham was looking out front for someone, and now Little just gets to the puck in the neutral zone and sends across ice. Sagan with the puck. Gets it out of the zone. Little gets to it, throws it right back cross ice. Martin with it. Goes around on the near side now. Lemke battling for it. Lemke nearly blew a tire there chasing after the puck, but the Voodoos come away with it. As that's McElhaney. Now it's Little. Little, as the Voodoos knocked to the ice, and another chance out front, but they missed the net. Down the ice. Another big hit there. Little and Sagan try to collide, and then Sagan takes a shot at Little afterwards. As now Little sends the puck down the ice. Smetham gets to it. Smetham with a move, throws it right over the net. You can't score if you don't hit it, and the Voodoos have certainly missed a lot of the net tonight. McMillan with the puck. Walker gets it in the neutral zone, and now the Voodoos try to get it up and out. Wraith Smith is looking for the puck. Now it's to McMillan. McMillan walking, gets it into the Cubs territory, as McMillan tried to thread the needle and find his man, but instead the Cubs picked that one off, and now McLean will chase after it, and with 10:13 left, that'll go for icing and a offensive zone draw now for the Voodoos.
And it's kind of been the story of this game, Courtney, is that the Voodoos have had a lot of really high quality, high danger scoring opportunities, but either the shot goes just wide, a Cubs player gets a stick on it, or they're just slightly out of position and unable to make the finish. This game has been much closer in scoring opportunities, but not as close on the scoreboard.
Back out front, Dawson with a shot. Bjorn makes the save. As Dawson with a good chance there off the face-off draw.
And shots 27-23 here in the favor of the Cubs. And we feel like a lot of those shots have been those 5-hole shots on Bjorn, but he has been so quick on the reaction, stopping those.
Dawson off the draw again, threw it towards the net. Gets to Smith, though, as it was blocked. Oliver Smith off the glass and down the ice. LaCroix chasing after it. Now it's Russo with it. Russo sends it near side for Dawson. Dawson takes a hit from Smith. And the puck is lost to the Cubs. Sent out front. Little, or Russo rather, picks it up. Sturge gets the puck. Sent down back into Voodoos territory, though, as the Cubs were able to get it. And Ricci, slow to develop the play, nearly had it taken away. And then he almost does give it away, and now it's to Signoretti. Back in for Ricci. Ricci down the ice looking for a streaking Turner, but there was too many bodies in the way as Turner never really got a piece of it. Now Thompson chasing after the puck, finds McMillan though instead. McMillan has to go back to his zone as Jackson Smith gets to it instead. Smith was looking for Little, that's just out of his reach. Thompson now for Little as he tries to will the puck up the ice. Kavanaugh with it. Kavanaugh goes cross ice. As now battling for it is Little on his own zone. He overskates the puck. Shanks gets to it. And the Cubs get it out of the zone for the Voodoos. Offside call there against the Cubs. I didn't see a blue jersey touch the puck, but hey, stranger things, especially in this game, have happened. So we'll be back on the other side of this TV timeout on the front line.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
Tonight's 3 Stars is brought to you by Dave's Automotive Services, 411 Airport Road in North Bay. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect from Dave's.
Yes, stick around as we'll have a very brief post game, including our 3 stars of the game. Something tells me a couple of Cubs are probably going to get 3 stars of the game, and this one is just 5-2 Cubs with under 10 minutes left now in the game.
There has been a flurry of scoring from the Cubs in the second period. So far in the third, there has been no goals, just a brief breakdown before we get back to it. Hudson Chitteroni with the first, Ethan Larmond with the second, Ray Smith with the first for the Voodoos, Michael McLean following up after that. Hudson Martin back on the board for the Cubs for the go-ahead, Oliver Smith after that, and then Nolan Newton again to make it 5-2 in the second period.
A little bit of a delay there as a couple of the Cubs coaches were talking to the referee, Evan McCrory, there. And now we're given the go-ahead, and we're allowed to continue to play. McLean, near side, picks up the puck, shovels it around. Lemke gets to it, and it's out of the zone. Puck jumping over Smetham's stick. McLean couldn't quite convert on his chance either. Now Shanks walks back in. 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes left in this third period. Smetham, to no one in particular, is McElhaney's going to have to chase after it. McElhaney does get to it, takes a shot off a stick and wide of the net, and over it, I should say. As the puck now right back down to through the neutral zone for Case. Case up ice, finds Lemke. Lemke walking in, he had a lane but had to quickly send the puck around the boards as Wraith Smith now gets to it. Wraith Smith battling for it as Harris now comes away with it. Harris down the ice. Takes a shot, that one's off a stick and out of play. So another stoppage here with 7:37 left.
Time running out here for the Voodoos, not able to get much offensive zone time in this third period. The Cubs have been very good at keeping on the pressure, keeping the puck out of their zone, and any opportunities wide to the boards. Bjorn still standing firm in his net, nothing getting past him so far.
Cubs win the draw. Sagan takes a shot, it's off a couple of bodies and never makes it to the net. Now it's kept in by the Cubs, but Going for a skate with it is Sturge. Sturge flips it right back in. And now we're going to get delayed penalty here. Looks like it's going to be against the Cubs as Buellin played it. That'll go for slashing against the Cubs.
This is kind of last chance territory for the Voodoos, going on the man advantage. As we said, time ticking down. And they were looking fairly good on their power play, especially that double minor. They had a lot of extended zone time, were able to get the puck moving and some high quality chances, but nothing doing in the scoring department there. So it's kind of do or die time here if you're Powassan.
Newton in the box. As Lemke wins the draw, gets it back to the point for Little. Little takes a shot from the point. Don't know where that went. I don't think anyone did, but the Voodoos still pick it up, and a one-time chance by Lemke is blocked before it could get to the net. Little behind the net, up the ice now for McLean. McLean looking for some options as he's at the far side half wall, sends it in for Little. Reese Smetham up for McMillan on the near side half wall. Back to the point for Lemke. Lemke with a shot. That one's blocked and sends the man to the ice. As that's Walker. As the Voodoos also have the net empty here. So the Voodoos have a two-man advantage. As you said, last chance time here for Powassan. Little leaves it for Lemke. Lemke sends it out front. And that one's sent down the ice, and Case will get to it. Case trying to get away from Smith. Case loses it to Larmah, but then McElhaney gets to it. That one took a strange bounce off the glass, and now the Cubs will try to ice this, but Larmah couldn't get it on net. Larmah all over Lemke. Now to Smith. Jackson Smith sends it in. Under a minute on the power play. As the Voodoos try to will the puck right back down the ice. Jackson Smith now battling with Kavanaugh. Comes away with it. Gets it to Ricci. Ricci takes a shot. That one got on Buellin. And now McElhaney will have to get to it, but the Cubs send it down the ice. And that one will be picked up by Ricci. 5:30 left in the third period. Thompson loses it to Kavanaugh, who flips it down into Voodoos territory. Now Shields with it. Shields. Down the ice, lost it to Patrick. Patrick gets it over to McElhaney though. McElhaney couldn't gain the zone. Now as Newton's back out on the ice. DeRoccolo back as well. So the empty net didn't burn Powassan. Now Patrick, as the Voodoos needed the power play goal, and they couldn't get it. That's twice now that they've really needed one on the double minor, and they gave up a shorthanded goal, and then that time they just couldn't buy any shots. Chitteroni into Powassan territory. Out front, Newton takes the shot, missed the net. As he's pretty on the money more often than not. Chitteroni now with it. Loses it to Turner. Turner for Patrick. Patrick with the puck. Up the ice now. Finds Thompson. As Thompson goes for a skate. Or rather Russo. Russo taking it to the boards. Sagan gets to it. Sagan back to his man behind the net. The Cubs just content to kill off more time here. Less than 4.5 to go. There's a puck down into Voodoos territory. Ricci gets it up for Smith. Smith chips it in past Russo. And now Ricci gets to it. Ricci bowls over his man. Martin gets to it. And the Cubs have possession once again. One thing that the Cubs have had an abundance of that the Voodoos have not, time. Whenever they find a Cubs player, he has more than a few seconds to make a play. Whereas whenever a Voodoos player seems to get it, a Cubs player is right on him.
Cubs have been absolutely smothering this entire period and this game, shutting down a lot of opportunities.
Voodoos looking for a chance here. The wraparound attempt. Case tried to will it in, and now we're going to get some rough stuff again after the whistle. 3:39 left in the third period. 5-2 Cubs lead.
The ref's quick to break that one up.
Thank you for your support.
23 shots still. The Voodoos have been stuck on that for a while.
And it looks like Newton and Thompson will be shown the gate.
A couple couple of screams from the crowd.
Draw will remain in the Cubs zone as Bjorn did stop that puck.
Next time we'll be here is against the Timmins Rock at February 7th, so it'll be another week or so that we won't have another Voodoos game here. Doesn't mean that we will have a lack of Voodoos content. Keep an eye out for the Frontline podcast, of course. We excel, I would say, at Voodoos content. Not that I'm trying to toot our own horn.
But we will. Toot toot.
Also check out the after action report tomorrow as our OHL team is in action. And now McElhaney walking in. He's tripped up. No call coming there. Secondary chance. Bjorn stops that.
3:01 remaining on this. Bjorn staying with that the entire time. Gloves that one down handily.
Handily indeed. 5-2. Voodoos are trailing the Cubs. Nothing that they are trying has worked since early in the second.
They've been thoroughly shut down on the power play. Their penalty kill looks fairly good. And they just can't get anything going here because the Cubs are just holding on to everything.
Cubs with the puck. Harris gets to it. Harris flips the puck in. Now the puck comes out of the zone with a loose chance here for Shields. Shields chasing after it. He's missing a glove as he comes to recollect it. Cubs get the puck out to the neutral zone. Sturge plays it. And now Shanks is going to send that in. Ricci with the puck. Sends it back around for Sturge. Sturge. And it's chipped in on Bjorn. Bjorn plays it. 2:16 left here in this third period. 5-2 Cubs lead. Harris sends the puck in. That'll be icing against the Cubs. So the Voodoos will get an offensive zone draw here. We'll have to see if they can make things interesting here late.
2:06 remaining. Shots 27-23 in favor of the Cubs. And Girocolo is on the bench now, so the Voodoos trying for any sort of last-ditch effort in the dying minutes of the third. And
face-off violation, looks like it's going against the Voodoos, but they do drop the puck. Smith with a shot. That one's blocked by the Cubs. Cubs fans here are definitely a little bit more louder than they have been the last few months. Well, a certain someone was out with an injury, as the Cubs are going to throw that one wide. Hopefully that someone is doing okay, though. We don't want to see anyone injured. And it was a scary injury earlier this game.
We've had quite a bit of rough stuff so far in this game. Both players that did go down were able to skate off, though, albeit with a bit of assistance. So I'm sure Sudbury will be hoping to see them back in the lineup soon.
Puck back. Smith takes a shot, misses the net. Patrick for Russo out front. Puck is bouncing. And now it comes out of the zone with Smith with 1:30 left here in this third period. Voodoos send the puck in. Bjorn out to play it behind his net. And now it's on the far side half wall. Voodoos come away with possession. Send it right back in. Smith with it. Sends it right back in. And Bjorn gets a glove on it.
1:21 remaining here, and I couldn't tell you what the shots are because apparently they're
99-27.
I don't think that's quite right.
I don't think so either.
It's felt like a flurry of shots, but maybe not quite that many.
Well, the number's slowly going up.
22. They're getting a lot of shots on net right now, according to the clock.
Hello. 28-27. There we go. I am confused. Let's do that hockey for about another minute, as that's going to be delayed offside against the Voodoos. Cubs with possession. Kavanaugh flips it out, and now it comes to Smith. Smith tries to throw it in. Case gets to it, Flips it out. McMillan with possession. Lost it to Smith, though, cleanly. Cubs send it right back down towards the net, but McMillan with a good glove there, making a save. Sent back in now, the Voodoos with possession behind the net. Look out front. Smetham couldn't get a shot away. Shields gets to it. Another chance. They score! Looks like Alex Case has brought it to within 2 here late. It's now 5-3 in favor of the Cubs off Case's 7th of the season.
30th shot of the night gets past Bjorn, and just a scramble in front of the net. A continual effort from the Voodoos brings us within 2. Is there enough time on the board? Stranger things have happened, albeit a bit of a moral victory for the Voodoos on that one.
Turner was the one who led the train back to the bench, so if that is indeed Turner who got the goal, it's his 10th of the season. And the Voodoos will have to be quick here to try and get it to within 1 with 35.6 left on the clock. Cubs win the draw. Now it's back down for Patrick. Patrick with the puck. Up for Little. Little walks into the zone. Sends it back around behind the net to Case. Case out front for Patrick. Patrick with the shot kicked aside by Bjorn. 15 seconds left. Now 10. Another chance. And it's kicked down the ice. That'll do it here for the Cubs as they're going to come in and take another 2 points from the Voodoos. And at this point, you know, if they win the East, well, or the West, they can thank Powassan as they've won more than their fair share against the Voodoos this season.
That will be their 7th win against the Voodoos this season. The Voodoos only picking up 1 victory on the road there. And the Voodoos sending their thanks to the loud fans that were here in the Powassan Sportsplex on a Saturday night. Final score being 5-3 in favor of the Cubs. Final shots 30-28, and we should have our 3 stars coming up here soon.
Tonight's 3 Stars is brought to you by Dave's Automotive Services, 411 Airport Road in North Bay. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect from Dave's.
Yeah, all Cubs from the second period on, even though the Voodoos had tied it up early in the first or second on a power play goal. But, yeah, here we are with a 5-3 victory for the Cubs when it's all said and done, Harrison. Far cry from last night when the Voodoos were able to score 5 against the Espanola Paper Kings.
And it doesn't appear they will come out, but our 3 stars for the night is your 3rd star is Matthew McMillan. 2nd star being Nolan Newton. Oh, here they are. Matthew McMillan being the 3rd star.
Number 24, Nolan Newton, and the 1st star from Sudbury, number 67, Oliver Smith.
So Nolan Newton being the 2nd star, and then Oliver Smith being your 1st star of the night.
Quickly looking around the NOJHL here. This is the first game to end tonight, actually. Kirkland Lake's making it interesting, and Hearst is 6-4 for Hearst right now with 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd period. Blind River looks to be cruising to a 6-2 victory over Elliott Lake with a minute left in that one. Timmins up 5-2 in French River with just under 7 minutes left to play there. So, doesn't look like the Voodoos are going to be able to catch up to Timmins. And if we look at the standings real quick, well, you know what? The Hearst Lumberjacks are going to get to within a point of the Voodoos here likely tonight as well. So the top 3 teams in the East continue to be the top 3 teams in the East, but they're still jockeying for home ice advantage at this point. If the season was to end today, Timmins would take on Iroquois Falls, and the Voodoos would host Hearst here at home. If the standings stay the way that they do, who knows if they do at this point. We'll have to see, as there's still plenty of hockey to be played. But before we go, Harrison, your final thoughts.
A tough first period for the Voodoos, and then quickly in the second they bring it to a tie game, and they're just unable to recover. A flurry of penalties against, and some quick scoring, and even a shorthanded goal for the Cubs was enough to put them over the top. The 3rd period looked a little bit better, but the Cubs were just able to keep them at bay, happy to burn off the clock. And with a late goal from Turner to make this a 2-goal game, there wasn't enough time left on for a full comeback. And, you know, it's tough when you're facing the best team in the league and just an absolute monster in the West. But it's really hard to put into words because it's a game that you feel like you should win off the top because you're playing so well, things are going your way, and unfortunately just can't close it out, keep the defense together, and just tighten those little things that you need to when you're facing a team of the caliber of Sudbury.
Well, the Voodoos were 4-1 in their last 5 coming into this one. Their last loss coming to the Sudbury Cubs.
Yep, and they were coming off of a 4-game streak. Of note, good to see Chase Thompson getting his 100th point as an NOJHL player, so that was very exciting to see. Quite a few good goals here tonight, but at the end of the day, the Cubs take this one 5-3.
And that'll do it here for us on the Frontline Game Day broadcast. We'll next be in the Sportsplex February 7th when the Timmins Rock comes to town. Only a few more Voodoos home games left ahead of us. Keep an eye, though, on the front line as we'll have the North Bay Mitsubishi after action report tomorrow after the North Bay OHL game, and that one will be shortly after the final buzzer in that one. We'll have a new podcast coming out this week as well if you're following all things Voodoos. And as always, huge thank you to Mike Brown, our camera operator, Cassie Millen, our wonderful intern, and Harrison Clements for joining me as the color analyst here tonight. I'm Courtney Kenny, and as always, keep your eye on the front line.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today. Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of